Hi everyone, I'm SK95 going over to the next area of the game. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe as well. Anyway, let's head off to Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD's next area. Okay, that was just me. Let's try that again. There we go. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not bothering with Deep. Why in the world did it send me that? Whatever. Anyway, and over here, in order to get to the next area, you might be wondering why I'm ignoring that goddess tube right there. That goddess tube has something that I have no sense. So we're gonna have to wait on that. Let's head over to the next area, and finally, check out the next area of the game. Diving down into a new world on the surface. Our report, Master Link. We've arrived at the Laeneru Mine. The Laeneru Mine, the third area of the game. This arid region was transformed into a desert over the course of several hundred years. You don't have to reset the alignment. My projections show that Zelda must have traveled here through this area. Since Fi said she traveled through the area, she is correct. Zelda is here. We can detect it with the Goddess Sword. Anyway, let's drop down here. The area is a bit different. There's a reason I recommended a new shield. First and foremost, there's a Goddess Cube right behind our landing point. We need to actually go after it. And send that to the sky. Perfect. You notice you're hearing a little buzzing sound. You want to be careful, though, by the way. These guys react quickly if you run. There we go. You got yourself a sand cicada. This larva, these bugs stay underground for 10 years or longer. No bug is harder to catch. It is not wrong. The locusts and cicadas are the hardest bugs to ever catch in the game. Anyway, there's a broken LD301 series. My estimates indicate that this object has been broken for many years. I am unable to analyze the content of its speech at this time. Yeah, it's super broken. Anyway, bomb flowers right here. Very useful that we got back our bombs all the way up. We want to blow up these rocks in case you're wondering, because these rocks actually contain something unique and useful to a degree. But not exactly something you want to worry about too much. As you can tell, it's just rubies and etc. You don't have to worry about them too much. Anyway, there's a bird statue right here in case you want to go all the way back up. So let's go across and go into the mine itself. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I'm keeping an eye on the idea of hearing cicadas. Anyway, peace. Typical enemies. Classic enemies, in fact. Anyway, this is a broken down minecart, so we can get to push it instead. It does take quite a bit of stamina to push it. However, you want to push it all the way. So, let's go all the way over. Two. Land it down. Good thing it didn't topple over, and cause it to fall all the way. Yeah, you slide on certain objects. Anyway, blue ruby. Right. New enemy. Just stop it. Okay. There we go. The yellow choo-choos produce electricity for short bursts of time, as other choo-choos are just remain on guard. They got while it's charged, you'll receive a shock, and it will attempt to feed on you. It's not pleasant. Yeah, and they also grow if they get collided with each other. However, Skyward Strike is still the recommended method if you want to not get struck by lightning. Oh, good. More. Anyway, another thing you can do is throw a bomb at it, but I'd recommend tipping the bombs at certain points because bombs are quite low in supply. Because while bomb flowers exist, areas of bomb flowers are typically spread out in a way that's harder to find all. More bomb flowers. Whoa, hello. Like I said, bomb flower. It blows up instantaneously. Baskets. Good, got rid of them. Don't have to worry with them anymore. You're probably wondering why I'm pushing this forward. You want to push it up to the edge. Just trust me on this one, because it's recommended to do so right now. And almost at the end of this. Can't move anymore? Good. And let's get our bomb flowers back up to at least 20, because I want to make sure we have our maximum bombs. And let's head back in the middle. That's an odd stone, is it not? Well, another odd thing about this stone is something pretty good. Slap into it. Slap it a little bit, and it activates. Suddenly, it appears the robots are working. Everything seems to be working, and the greenery is returned. But up to a certain point. Alright, so we dealt that out of the way. These little robots are known as LD. Do not have fear of mining operations. Stop talking to me, Zerp. I'm unable to confirm that a time shift has occurred within this space. Any impact to bluestones creates a sustained temporal distortion field in the surrounding areas. Readings show that this area is in a past time state. Yes, these are known as time shift stones. These are a main gimmick you're going to be running into in this area. First things first. This is an item you can only find with the time shift stones. They are known as ancient flowers. Let's just say this beautiful flower flourished in the ancient past. Supposedly, it glows in the dark. You're going to want to keep track of these and make sure you get plenty of them, because a lot of upgrades require these items. Anyway, we can also jump on these minecarts now, because these minecarts are finally active. They activate as soon as you have the ability to go on them. Striking a time shift stone will cause everything to deactivate instantaneously. You can go in here and discover another mining operations going on. Huh? You're looking for work, Zerp? Then get rid of that funny-looking hat and come back with a helmet, Verb. Excuse me, my hat is not funny-looking. I like this hat. There's a reason for here, because there's a chest. Funny enough, these guys do react if you swing in them, but they're busy working, so ones that are actually working won't react. We got another red ruby, red rubies, nice. Anyway, the only way to open the door is by going back in the minecart. This door will not open unless it's in the ancient past. And now we got out of the minecart, hopefully. Very good. Anyway, we need to go this way. If you throw something, say, old from the past into the future, well, it disintegrates instantaneously. Another ancient flower. That's actually quite rare. You know, the area doesn't reach a certain point. It actually does not work all the way. You want to throw this over here and throw it up here, so that way the area gets blown up. This is reference to Wind Waker, actually, because these areas were not in any other game but Wind Waker. Anyway, put a bomb flower right here. You have to wait for it to blow up a little bit. Anyway, let's just open this. These guys are broken down right now, so we can't exactly do anything with these guys. They are kind of useless. However, there's a time shift stone right in here. However, I should warn you right now. As soon as you activate a time shift stone, a new one being active means that only the new one will be active. You can only have one active at a time. The time shift stones power us as well as the machines we use. This is why we have to stay hard at work. Yes. Essentially, you cannot you're interested in time shift stones, then you should take a detour at the Lanero mining facility. Anyway, the time shift stones are items in this game. Anyway, you can take them straight to these guys if you need to. Don't worry about it too much. However, sand. You can fall in quicksand, and you can actually get hurt for it. Throw bombs in these areas. I missed. This is probably why I'd recommend getting bigger bomb rocks. Bombs, because A, you're going to need to get more room for bombs. Why did I say bomb rocks? What game did I play that bomb rocks? Oh, right. Please don't. Thank you. There's a passageway in here. You want to actually go into this passageway and get anything else in here. Shoes. Good. Very good, actually. Choosers are dead. Red ruby. Now, you want to be careful around here, because this is a linear ant. It said these ants store water deep in their nests, allowing them to thrive even in the intense heat of the open desert. Another bug found. Yeah, these guys run away very quickly, so keep in mind that these ants are very hard to get. To a degree. However, they're nothing as bad as, say, cicadas, because cicadas run instantaneously if you move too close to them. Cicadas are very skittish by nature in this game, so as a result of that, you're going to be careful if you want to catch them. Anyway, let's go knock that down so we can get across. Sand will cause our to drop all the way down very quickly, so keep in mind about your stamina gauge. Unlike newer Zelda games that give you much bigger stamina gauge, this game is not like that. This is why I wanted to recommend getting bomb rocks, more bombs, because there's a lot of these guys running Okay. Yeah, you can't exactly pull your sword out and hope to goodness you're safe, because the game will actually penalize you for it. You can actually do a trick called bomb stun. And stun into it, so that way they're wide open for a bomb rock. I keep saying bomb rock. Whatever. We got rid of the enemy, we got rid of every one of them. The sand is going to make it impossible for us to get across normally, so we're going to actually have to be careful. You want to go over certain points to get to sand locations that are safe. So, yeah, pretty much. You want to know what happens if you drown in sand. Don't worry, you don't die instantaneously, unlike certain other games. You actually just get back to wherever you landed last. Oh, more. More is good. More is good. There we go. Now you want to move this over a little bit. Just trust me on this one. You're going to have to get this all the way over. A lot of this area is going to be a lot of pushing and pulling. Bomb. There we go. Anyway, another supply of bomb rocks are right here. You can just restock very quickly. It's not hard to get back bomb rock. I keep saying bomb rocks. These are bomb plants. Good grief. What is with me today? Where am I getting the bomb rocks from? I'm gonna have to look that up. And I'm just restocking up to 20 again, so see you in a second. A time shift stone. Yeah, a time shift stone. Yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble if you're not careful. You want to break that. However, you can't exactly do anything with that area because sand's actually gonna just kill you. You want to actually throw the bomb all the way over. It's gonna blow up the bomb, blow it up, so that way the entire area gains back its ability to get back up there. But unfortunately, the cost is that the Deku Quadriboblas come back. However, an easy solution is just to have a Quadribobla go after a plant. It's very easy to do. Quadriboblas die easily to plants. It's faster to do this way than it is to just try to go after its ability to, you know, just go after it normally, because the Quadriboblas are the most annoying plants ever. Anyway, do you want to blow up areas that have bombs and areas in there, because it's just better recommended? Anyway, there's a lot of areas we can actually go to. Ooh. You want to be careful of these guys. These are known as Gerudo dragonflies. These stunning insects have compound eyes more beautiful than rubies and wings as transparent as glass. This is the final bug you get besides the... You ran right into that. Good job. Anyway, put a bomb in the middle of this. Just rubies. Yep, nothing too much. Quadribobla. Fight it normally or bomb? Let's see. Bomb. Yeah, I'm pretty much fine with the idea of them just blowing up by bomb. It's very easy to do, and it's not exactly hard. Anyway, open this chest, and inside it is a golden skull. This is an area where you can find rare materials. However, golden skull seems to be my luck today. Oddly enough, this LP is giving me weird luck of golden skulls. As you notice, though, normal ground, desert. Normal ground, desert. There we go. Both ways are technically fast, but I recommend the way I prefer to do it. So keep that in mind. Sadly, it looks like this area didn't give us another ancient flower, unfortunately. We're going to need a lot of them later in the future. Hey, we need to go with this minecart and go across. To the other side. Anyway, we can get out. Nope, fine. We have arrived at the Linearu Desert. The terrain in this area has changed dramatically over the elements from raised into a desert. Sometimes I wonder why they don't give me the option to press the A button. Linearu Desert. I have confirmed numerous areas of sink sand. Should you step in sink sand, you may be swallowed by the desert. Bodily danger has increased by 30%. No kidding. As a safety measure, I recommend you check the terrain on your map with the minus. With the minus button. It's the map. Areas indicate that Zelda has passed through this area through here. As previously stated, this area is highly dangerous. I just reuniting with her quickly to determine the motivations behind their actions at Elden Province. It's not her fault. Blame Impa. Anyway, we're at the Linearu Desert's main area of the game, so keep that in mind. A few things you want to take care of before you head off to the next area is blow these up. There's a chance that something could be under them. Rubies is typically the most common one. However, a time shift stone is located under one of these. You want to actually strike it. You can go back to that area if you so wish now, but there's more areas that open up to you after you do the time shift stone. There's another ancient flower over there. I want to... Okay, this area didn't count. Climb up. Alright, ancient flower. And you want to go across this way. There's a reason I'm over this way, and it's probably one of my better reasonings. Because here is something I recommend going to at a certain point. Unironically enough, you can actually get stamina fruit from doing that. It's not exactly hard. However, you want to be careful when you go across these ledges like this. Over here seems to be an odd little pinwheel. I would recommend putting a marker right here. You've noticed that there's something over here. I would like to recommend jumping down here and opening this chest. Let us see what is inside this chest. It is a Goddess Bloom. Rumors say this item was dropped by the gods in a long-forgotten era. It is a legendary treasure few will ever behold. Then, behold you shall, because they're very rare. I should probably explain the new enemy type. Fine, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Amphibious. Weird enemy name. These monsters have enabled the desert for inhabited desert for eons. Their defining characteristic is an ability to eternally generate electrical energy. It also said they lived in a very old age. Lived to a very old age. Their cell is able to disperse weight surprisingly well, allowing them to safely traverse desert sink sand. Yeah, they roll into a ball and Sonic the Hedgehog after you. Aye! Yeah, you're gonna be running, then run into a lot. Unironically enough, they're the most annoying enemy by far in this desert. There is a way to beat them, though. Oh, hello. Aww. Unfortunate. There is a way to beat them, though, without having to engage in battle. Though, ironically enough, that's just weird luck. Yeah, you're gonna have to be careful because they're gonna roll after you. Unfortunately, though, that means you're gonna have to play the game of Toro Toro. However, they're not exactly so they will run into that frequently. You notice those tumbleweeds. You want to get them. However, they're rare and have a chance of crashing into walls, destroying them instantaneously. You want to make sure your camera is facing a certain direction. For example, I can face this direction, walk a little bit. Eventually, the shell itself will vanish. Oh, here we go. You want to catch these with your net. You got a tumbleweed. This dry mass of plant material could be come in handy. Might as well take it with you. You're going to need a lot of these, so I'd recommend going to Lanero Desert at any point that you need to get to. So keep in mind that these areas are typically the best way you can get actual items you need. The desert is one of the more, I'd say it's not one of my most favorite, but it's probably one of my least favorite areas of the game. I have least favorite areas in the game that I don't care about, but this game particularly doesn't have too many areas I hate. However, you want to go up here. There's another chest. Open this chest. And let's see what is inside this chest. This is a tumbleweed. Yep, you found a tumbleweed inside of a chest. Great idea, guys. Tumbleweeds sometimes roll across the sand in Lanero Desert and other places. Tumbleweeds are used as material to upgrade a variety of items. You can collect them with a bug net. Yes, Fi, well aware. Anyway, the thing you want to do in this area is bomb. A lot. You want to blow that one up. Blow up certain areas of the game. So we're going to have to be careful. Keep in mind, though, you want to make sure you align this properly. Just that way you can throw this into the hole. You're probably wondering why I'm throwing this in a hole. Well, blow that up. A time shift stone. Throw a time bomb in there again so that you can blow it up. However, I would recommend being ready for a fight. Bokoblins. They're known as Technoblins. No, I'm not kidding. These goblins wield sophisticated weaponry created by an ancient, highly advanced civilization. If you're struck with discharge from one of these electrical weapons, you may become paralyzed. Choose to also wear the latest Bokoblin fashion. Yeah, you don't have to be worried about these guys. They are intense. That didn't work. Right. Oh! You don't rest up so keep in mind. Funnily enough, I did not have to happen. You know, that's rare to happen, but I digress, it's very good. We got a golden skull off a drop. That's rare. I usually don't have that rarity happen. Now I have 6 of these. What is with my luck of golden skulls? Anyway, one of the LD300 series. Thank you, Zert. If you hadn't come along, they would have struck all the electricity out of me. Oh, look at that. You have a beetle. It appears to be an older model of layer fabrication. So the beetle was created by these guys. That's thanks to me. I'll upgrade that for you. So give it here for a second. Ring. He upgraded it to the Hook Beetle. The big pinch is enabled you to pick up and carry things with it. Just for Zio, while carrying an object, look down and drop the cargo. Bombs away! Add a pincher motivation so you can grab things. Sir, be careful out there. Yep. The beetle, he's one of the... This beetle is now very helpful. Bomb flowers, by the way, do not get affected by time, so don't worry about it too much. Anyway, you can also return everything to Ancient Past if you so wish. But right now, we're fine with it. Hook Beetle is interesting. You can actually pick up items with the Hook Beetle. You just need to line it up perfectly so you don't drop something. Also, it will blow up in case you're not careful. However, you want to zoom in like this in order to get the camera. Oh, hello. There we go. Right now, we want to go across this way first. Zio the beetle and let it fly. This is actually a lot safer than you think. So, we can actually line it like this. You can't exactly go. However, you can also just do this. Yeah, you can actually cancel it out and it drops it underneath it for you, but it doesn't worry too much about it. I'd recommend the ZL function more than the other functions. You want to make sure you align these so that way you can make a pathway to the sand. Whoa, where am I going? There we go. Yeah, gyro controls can be a bit finicky, and honestly speaking, the Wiimote's a lot more accurate when it comes to games. Alright, let's try that again. We're gonna have to get a little bit tricky of this, because it tends to be a lot more time-based. Perfect. Very good. Now then, where was I? Oh, right. I was trying to get over across. Yeah, the sand does kill your stamina outright, as you can finally tell, and as well as the fact that it just sucks in general. Alright, let's get across. Alright, good. Blue ruby. We have a lot of rubies again. You're going to be using a lot of rubies for upgrades in a while, because the Hook Beetle is actually the beetle that can be upgraded, not the other beetles. Yes, you can smack him in midair. Well, I should explain what these enemies are, but they doesn't exactly give me a chance to. Unfortunately, I can't exactly explain what these enemies are because they're not giving me a chance. You want to bring this bomb flower all the way over to the enemy over here. He will react eventually, but you can kill him like that. I did not think the cicada would ignore that. Now, you see a tumbleweed around, you want to be careful, but you don't want to rush after it when a cicada is right there. You want to make sure you get cicadas more appropriately because they're very worth it for potions. Cicadas are probably the rarest potion item you can get. It requires a bit of technique to get. Anyway, more bomb flowers. Right. I'm out of space. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, the gimmick you want to do... Not that. You want to go and use the beetle. The gimmick of this area is just the beetle timing a few bombs. The enemy will not do anything when a beetle's nearby, by the way, in case you're wondering. I could pull up the enemy name on the enemy that I could scan, but keep in mind, though, this guy will vanish eventually. Bomb? Yeah. Anyway, bring another bomb over. You want to get across so you can get that lattice cube, so you're going to have to get a timing down. You can actually blow up his butt and he'll be fine, so keep that in mind for later. However, as soon as a certain period of time vanishes, these enemies will start vanishing and their shells will actually disappear. However, they will respawn automatically. You won't have to worry about running out of enemies. Anyway, it's got us cube. now the Goddess Cube's up there. We have plenty of Goddess Cubes. Rubies. In case you're wondering what the rare item is, it's not just rubies here. You're not going to be running into, say, Elden Ore or etc. It's just rubies. Funnily enough, these guys try to roll at you, but unfortunately they run into a problem. An edge causes them to instantly fail at getting after you.